really scary. Perfect.
It's that time of year again, time to kill zombies. So we have Amadi Undead 2 coming up in about a month, and we wanted to get everybody up to speed. So it's similar to last year, but we've evolved some things, changed the scenario a bit, brought the storyline along. Here's the scenario. You and 8 or 9 of your buddies are a mercenary squad. You've been sent in to retrieve a high-value target, a scientist. You may remember the fat old guy from last year. He's been working in the area this entire time trying to contain the outbreak, and your company has been paid to go in and retrieve him. Unfortunately, you get there and you only find pieces of him. So the mission's scrapped, you contact command, and they let you know that it's too difficult to get you out, so you are now on your own. That is where you are to start the scenario. So they leave you stranded with very limited intel. So some of the intel you found out that you're not the only mercenary squad that was sent in to retrieve this guy, so there are other mercenaries in the area. There are locations where some extra supplies may be. You went in very light because it was supposed to be a real simple snatch and grab. So your new mission is to survive the night and get extracted by a neighboring military force. You have to discover where and when that extraction is going to take place, and you have to be there with at least 80% of your squad still alive. There are other mercenaries in the area, so you have to worry about zombies. You also have to worry about other mercenaries that are also trying to get out of there. This one is going to be very focused on resource management. So you will start the game out with 3 mid-caps and your sidearm, be it a shotgun or a pistol. You can have as many shotgun cartridges or pistol magazines as you want, but you will be limited to 3 mid-capacity magazines on your primary. You do have the ability to scavenge in this game. That's one of the key differences. And you will be able to scavenge items that we have put out there. So nobody's going to come take your guns. But items in brightly marked orange boxes, orange tape, or spray painted orange. So for brevity, we're going to call them orange items from now on. You may come across them in the field. You may come across them on dead zombies. You will be able to scavenge those. You have to be very courteous about people's gear, so don't try and take anything that is not brightly marked in orange. If you are being scavenged and somebody says, hey, give over your orange gear, no hiding it, just give it up. You'll be able to kill him and take it back. And there's going to be lots of cool stuff out in the field. So like we said, it's really emphasis on resource management to last you throughout the night. This is a non-linear, non-scripted event. Okay, so it is not a force-on-force game with clear-cut objective. It's actually a squad deathmatch. Okay, we are throwing squads into this cage, throwing a bunch of items in it, see who comes out alive on the other end. It leaves a lot for you to plan and strategize how you want to use your resources to best be able to survive. So now let's get down to the nitty-gritty details of the rule set. I'm not going to cover everything. This is just an overview, so please still go back, read the full rule set page. It's all going to be outlined there. In many ways, the rules are the same as they always are in all sandbox engagements, with a few minor exceptions. As I mentioned, you're not going to start out with any sniper rifles, no squad automatics. People are going to be on a level playing field to start. So you're going to want to show up with your 350 FPS or lower, 0 minimum engagement distance weapon. Again, that's shotguns, pistols, or an AEG with 3 mid-caps. If you do have an AEG, you're going to want to have a tracer unit or a flashlight to be on while you're firing at night. So again, no squad automatics, no box mags, no high caps, no sniper rifles. Those are all things that if you are resourceful, you'll come across them in the field, and there'll be a huge advantage because everybody else, like I said, is starting off with an even playing field. So each squad will be issued 1 medic kit with 8 non-reusable tourniquets and all the other supplies you need to properly medic someone in the field. First thing you're going to do when you come up on somebody that needs to be mediced, you're going to cut off any of his existing tourniquets. Again, I said these are non-reusable, so it's a zip tie that's been placed on their arm or leg, very visible. Okay, so if you come up, they have one, you have to cut those old ones off first. That's now non-reusable. Apply a new one. Apply the hemostatic clamps, inject him with the syringe, remove the clamps, leave the tourniquet on, make sure it's on a visibly place, either on the arm or leg. Your buddy's now good to go, he can go back to killing. All right, what happens if a medic can't get to you? You bleed out after 5 minutes, and the virus overtakes you. You are now a zombie. So you can either hunt down the bastards that shot you, or your buddies that decided to abandon you. So that's, as you can see, why it's important to stay together. If you're a lone wolf, you're gonna go down pretty fast. What happens if a zombie touches you while you're waiting for a medic? You're now a zombie, okay? So yelling at a medic, you can see how you're very vulnerable. Can other players scavenge my orange gear while calling for a medic? Yes, okay? Any orange gear, you're yelling at a medic, somebody rolls up on you, give up your orange gear. Do I have to have my kill light out the entire time I'm waiting for a medic? Yes. Again, you're pretty vulnerable when you're lying there bleeding to death. Can I scavenge orange gear from downed zombies? Yeah. So the storyline goes, some of these guys were soldiers, civilians, doctors, before they got turned. So you might have some orange mags on them, some medical supplies. Scavenging is going to be a lot of fun, so put them down, see what they got. How do I turn into a zombie? Again, you either get touched by a zombie, okay? If you're a zombie, no tackling, punching, biting, okay? Tap them anywhere on their body, doesn't have to be exposed skin. They're now turned into a zombie. Okay, if you get touched, there's a 60-second incubation period, so during those 60 seconds, you can hand over your gun, some of your gear over to your squad mates. If you don't want to do that, you can hold on to it. Just take your mag out of the gun so you're not tempted to try and shoot somebody as a zombie. Everybody's going to be issued blood. So you're going to apply the blood to your face, or if you're wearing a mask, apply it to your mask somewhere very visible so anybody that sees you knows you're hunting brains. Or again, the second way, if you bleed out, you're now a zombie, remove your mag from your gun, apply the blood, make sure to keep your eye pro on that entire time, and you're now a zombie, so now you're hunting people. As a zombie, you can't use weapons, no intelligible language. If you do come across other zombies and you want to quietly coordinate an attack or an ambush, that's great. We just ask for the most part you play the part. Howling, growling, whatever. And these are not the slow, dumb walking type of zombies. We are the fast running.
If they're an introvert zombie like I am, they can still kill people.
Okay, okay. If you're a shy zombie, you don't have to growl. You can just, you know, nonchalantly turn people. That's fine. How do you kill a zombie? You can't kill the undead, you can only slow them down. You do that by putting 3 shots into them, anywhere on the body, but no headshots. I know that's counter to the canon of zombie lore, but we're not shooting people in the head, okay? So if you're making a habit of it, we're gonna take you aside, we might take you out of the game. Go for center mass, torso. You might accidentally hit somebody in the head, but we don't want any intentional headshots. 3 shots into them. If you have a triple shot shotgun, that's awesome because they're all gonna get there at the same time. But when you do that, they're gonna go down in place for 60 seconds. So again, they're just being slowed down. They're not dead. After that 60 seconds, they can get back up. They may retreat. They may come after you. They may sit there and wait for someone else to unsuspectingly come across their path. The other way to put them down is one touch with a melee weapon. No stabbing, no throwing. Tapping them. Keep in mind though, it puts you at great risk because you're close enough that if they make contact with you first, you're now infected. How do I bring back my undead squad mates? You're going to want to get your hand on a vial of the very expensive CA-145 anti-carrion serum. When you have some of that, you track down your friend, kindly put him down with 3 shots. You then have a 60-second window to get to him and inject him with a full vial of the serum. Once you do that, he's going to wipe the blood, whatever zombie characteristics are left on him, and now he's back in. Do regular medic procedures work on zombies? No. If you try it, they will leave. How do we win the game? You do that by successfully being extracted by that neighboring military force with at least 80% of your squad still intact. Okay? If you do that, the winning squad, and there will be only one, will get the super awesome I Hunt People t-shirt. And bragging rights, of course. A couple last points. This is an overnight affair, so tents and food will be provided. For those of you worried about getting trigger time, get to check in on time and get checked in. We'll be having a 2-hour engagement beforehand. that is separate from the main event. So bring your high caps, bring your box mags for that. It's just going to be a 2-hour game, again, to get you all the trigger time you want, but you don't have to attend it if you don't want to. And like I said, this is just an overview, so please go back, read over all the rules, and hit us up with any questions you have. If you look at the dates, it is the end of October, so weather-wise, we are not sure what to expect, so please come prepared to be out in the elements. Okay, warm gear. If your team is doing really well and you want to try and win and make it through the whole thing, you may not be sleeping in a sleeping bag. So please come prepared, bring lots of water and warm gear. Ammo-wise, you don't need to bring buckets of ammo because you're starting out limited and the rest will be in the field for you to scavenge. That's it. We're super excited. We'll see you out there.